Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, a bird named Taco. Hey, Vibrant Love. Hey, CEO Little Boss Lady. Hey, Rob S. Hey, women. Lise, Lise, Lise. Hopefully that's right. Hey, Crafts House. Hey, M. Renee. Child. I stopped my other live to go and listen to Mother talk, and I really enjoyed hearing him drag that swamp donkey. That was a good Lisi. Okay, Lisi. Lisi. Okay. But child, he drug that swamp donkey from one end of the beef sector to the other end of the beef sector and forth and back. Do you hear me? And I loved it. Hey, Elizabeth. Now, I didn't watch this live when Teresa was live, she said something about booty shorts. And then somebody put in the chat to me, she had on drawers. Like the old folks call them bloomers, old lady panties. But she sitting up there with some panties on. They wasn't them like the bikini panties or nothing. It was just like the bloomers, drawers, and a long sleeve shirt on, and a rag around her head. Now, I'm just saying, the girl went to the beauty shop before she went to Vegas, okay? And when you get a new style, you don't cover it up. You want to be pretty out of, let everybody see your pretty hair. And then, maybe at night wrap it up or either put a cap on it. Child, they say she got in Vegas and she was losing hair all over Vegas, from the style that beautician gave her. So then, therefore, she started wearing. But before that, Jay Dunn went on the beautician's website and got a picture of Ness that the lady was showing her hairstyle off, for clients. But that's when we found out she was bald headed, because the woman had pulled all her hair back and gelled it down. And you could say she always talking about ain't nobody got no edges, honey. She ain't got no edges. So we was talking about that while she was in Vegas. Well, then she comes find out she was losing dreads or whatever it was all over Vegas. And therefore she started wrapping her head up, put them rags and them do rags and stuff. And she has been wearing them ever since. And that is so stupid. Now, if I had a style that I didn't like, if I didn't go back to the beautician and complain, I would just take the shit down and do what I've been doing with my hair, because like before she went to Vegas, she was wearing wigs and things like that. So why not just take that mess out of your hair, or either go back and to another beautician and get the shit taken out if you don't want to go back to that lady. But I wouldn't just keep walking around with my head wrapped up. That don't make a lot of sense. But when you don't make a lot of sense in your life, you ain't gonna make good decisions on here on the YouTube, okay? But if you're the glamorous woman that you think that you are, and everybody jealous, I think you need to take that shit out your hair and go back to the wigs, or either go back to another beautician and come out with a badass style. So these hoes, so we pause when we look at you, girl. We got to do a double take. That's what you want us to do, okay? And right now we're not doing no double take. We just looking at you shaking our head like no, 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 no. That's what everybody doing. Seeing you in all these do rags and stuff, and that's not feminine either. What man want to see you in a do rag all the time, in the daytime and nighttime, or something wrapped around your edges, scarves wrapped around your edges and stuff. Men like to see hair, even if you cut it all off and have a little bit of shortcut. Men like to see hair. Okay. They don't want to see no rags all on your head. No, it's been going on almost 3 weeks. So step your game up, sister. Don't know about it. Don't no man want to see that. That ain't cute. That's not sexy. And everybody already know you back into the men pond now that you done stepped out the women pond. So I don't know when you're gonna step back in the women pond. But don't no woman in the women pond, I think they would be more picky than a man. As far as a lady, how they want their lady to look. They don't want no any kind of looking woman. And you're supposed to be the film, not the stud. So, hell, I don't know. To be sexy, do you know? Watching from cloud nine, you can be what you want to be. I got over 2,000 subscribers. We're continuing this celebration. Celebrate 2,000 subs. I'm so happy that I got my 2,000 subs. I'm very, very, very happy. Now I'm working on my watch hours, Beverly. That's what I'm working on right now, is my watch hours. So last night, I thought that I was taking you guys over the lemons, but I was over there for a while, and he was asking me questions about this, the STD gate and stuff. And so I was answering questions and stuff. And so, the conversation had changed or whatever. So I came back over here and started talking to my crowd. And so Lemon came over and he put in the chat that, he wanted to ask me one more question. So I went back over there to answer the question. And it was a question about the STD stuff. Well, when I was going into detail, answering his questions as he was asking me, some woman was put in a chat talking about I was a weirdo and I should have had better things to talk about than that. And, all this and all that. So I got tired of looking at her putting all this bullshit in the chat, and I say, hey, how am I the weirdo? Lemon asked me the weirdo question. Wouldn't he be the weirdo? Said, because he's curious. Why I got to be a weirdo? The person name was Ash or something. But I was just saying, why I got to be a weirdo? Why come Lemon ain't no weirdo? He the one asking the weirdo question. He want to hear about this shit, this disgusting shit that going on over there in the Mo3 sector about the STDs. And I'd heard about it. I was in the chats when they were talking about all this stuff. And I was going to the different lives. And I was dropping links over here for you guys to go and hear for yourself. Damn. When they start doing that, calling people weirdo. But every time I see that person in the chat from now, I'm going to call him a weirdo. You hear me, Elizabeth? Real Mama Fifi. Hey, you been good, Real Mama Fifi. You been acting up. And when people say stuff about you, I said, Mama Fifi fine, huh? She told me she's okay. Hey, Ron Shaker. I say, Mama Fifi, because I asked her, is this getting to be too much for you? Are you okay? Shit, I tell everybody, Mama Fifi having a damn ball. I say, it's up and it's stuck. So she's not going to stop. Anytime she see her, Jadon, she's going to be on her head. And Jadon's going to be on her head. So it is what it is. And it's up and it's stuck. Well, but see that she said, yes, I am. Shit. And did she tell me she tired? Mama Fifi is on G-O, okay? It's let's go whenever she see J Dunn. And whenever Jay Dunn see her, it's let's go. Okay? So, and I love seeing them too into it. Which- and okay, before I came back, because I kept thinking about Dolly. So, child, I went to watch her live, her court case live, child. Dolby won, child. Decipher communication threats or whatever that case that Miss Judge Read My Book put on Dolby, the case was dismissed. And let me tell you what, now I ain't gonna tell you everything that went on in court, but I'm gonna tell you the highlights. Let me get my notepad. They supposed to be going back to court, I think, tomorrow, child. But Dolby said she was there, she had asked for Uber money from her supporters. I want y'all to send me some money, so I make sure I get my ass in that Uber and get over there on time. So therefore, Dolby was over there when the court opened, okay? And Dolby said she sit so long. She said that she was sleeping. Her leg hurt. She was sick. Let me see what else. Wait a minute. She said she was sleeping. She was sick. Her leg was hurting. She told her everything that she was feeling while she was in court, and it was just taking forever. And so then she said the time for the lunchtime. So therefore, they hadn't seen her case yet. They was dealing with everybody else, and then they were gonna deal with the cases that would take longer. And see, Dovey, I think that was good that she did go for the in that morning, because you never know actually when they're gonna call your name. And as soon as you don't be there on time, it is what it is. Well, Just Read My Book was nowhere to be found. And so the judge told, like announcing the church and the court, because Dovey was there and she had a court appointed lawyer, and Just Read My Book also had one. Well, the judge said that this was gonna be it, this day is it. Uh Told the sheriff to go get Just Read My Book, and I ain't never heard that to happen, child. Have y'all ever heard that to happen? But he told that judge told him before they went to lunch for the sheriff to go get him. Just Read My Book. You hear me, the high rise? So the judge had to go. I mean, the sheriff had to go get Miss Just Read My Book and bring her back to the court. And by the time they got back, when the court started back up at 2, Just Read My Book then wasn't there yet, but Dovey was there. And she said about 2:15, then here come Just Read My Book. And she was like on a cane, and it was two ladies was with her. And so the Dovey lawyers wanted like to talk to her like outside the courtroom. So they went somewhere else and started talking. And she said that man had a stack of stuff from Just Read My Book, community wall, uh, different videos, all kind of bullshit. And Dovey said she didn't know where all that shit come from. You hear me? Okay. Hey, shout out to the public defender for doing his job. Ain't that right? Well, honey, when they got the judge, the man asked Dovey, did she want to get on the witness stand or not? And he said, I would strongly suggest that you don't even get up there. You know. And so she said, okay, he said, I can handle this. And she said, okay. So, child, they asked Dovey lawyer asked well, first, Just Read My Book side went, and they played some kind of recording that Dovey was saying she would kick her ass and stuff like that. And so they stopped the recording like they do over here. You know how people trying to make you look bad and they'll play a little piece of something that you said. They don't play the whole damn conversation. Or like what was said before and what was said after. They just play the shit that you said. Well, child, when her lawyer turn came, he told them to play all that shit. You go back further. Don't just start right there. You roll this shit back and start, let these people hear what the conversation was. And child, the conversation wasn't nothing like what she was saying, on her paperwork, child. And so the court got to hear that. And the judge looked at her and he was saying, hey, ma'am, this ain't no, she didn't threaten you, you know. And that the thing that was recorded, she did not threaten you. You just took a little piece and said she threatened you. When I listened to it all the way back, she was talking about other things and joking and stuff. And she wasn't talking about, I'm going to kick your ass, like that. Okay. Hey, CB4, 20 GLMG. Hey, a clicking of you. But so then she was on the stand. Just remember, was up there, and the lawyer asked her, "When the last time you posted something on your community wall?" And she said, "It's been a day or two." He was saying, "You sure about that?" She said, "Yeah, I'm sure about that." And he said, "This was on your community wall 13 hours ago or something like that." Let me see what it said. And Charlie had called Jay Wilson name in the court. And she had put a thing up like to Jay Wilson, like them threat things she be doing on her community wall. She was telling Jay Wilson that he should be expecting a cease and desist at any time, child. And her lawyer was saying, "But what this mean?" And then he started, and she was saying, "Well, I'm gonna put a cease and desist against Jay Wilson and this and that." And so then he pulled a community thing up, and he was saying, "Who is such and such, such and such?" And she was saying, he was a movie star, and he jumped off a bridge, and he was here no more." And the judge and the Dovey, like, they knew who this man was, but Dovey didn't have a clue because see, she don't be over there on the woman community wall. And so and they was like asking her what that mean, that mean you want Dover to jump off a bridge, or what it's supposed to mean? And so then, and another thing he asked her, she put up something on her community wall that she put about monkeys and stuff and all that kind of shit toward Dover. And he had all kind of shit, child. He had videos and everything. Do you hear me? And Double said she don't know where that man got all that bullshit in the air. You hear me, yang? So, the public defender, what the moral of the story is, a public defending lawyer, some of them ain't so bad. Some of them really do their job. But this man had all dopey shit together. And, right there, up until 13 hours ago. Now, I think that's some pretty goddamn good shit, don't y'all? I think it was good shit. So what I'm finna do, if y'all want to hear about that court case, because see, I'm just glancing over it. I ain't getting all in the detail and who and all that kind of stuff. I just gave y'all a brief of what I found out since I left you guys, to go see what Mother was talking about. But here is Dovy's link. If you want to hear about what happened out of Dovey mouth when I just read my book went to court. And then they probably going back tomorrow. They're going back tomorrow. So maybe I won't be, Dovey for the win. See, I don't know what they're going to, I can't remember because I changed computers. I bought a bigger, nicer laptop, and some of my stuff did not transfer over, okay? I lost my notepad. I lost a lot of stuff. When I logged into the new system, everything, it's probably never land. I might find it in a couple of years, It just might pop up on my notepad, and other stuff that I lost might pop up. I don't know, and I ain't going to worry about it. I was worried about it when it first happened, though. I ain't going to tell no lie. The real beauty. I know that's right. I know that's right. The real beauty. I like your name. But hey Yana. Okay. Good to just read my book. Oh, okay. And child. Now before I came live, I didn't not let you know that I went by Rick Reed. And he was he drugged ZX. You remember that time he drug him over in the corner and he didn't come out the corner for about 2 years? Say Rick Reed name when he throwed him up in that corner. You know, well, I don't know what he did to make Rick Reed drag him, but Rick Reed told his black ass up. I don't know if he said something on his show. I don't know if he said something on their podcast, him and VS podcast, because I have not seen their podcast. And I don't really go to ZX's. You know, I hadn't. I think I've been over there since that shit with Ness when he was talking about she was a porn star, and when Ness rolled down on me. You know what I'm saying? So I hadn't been over there since then. You hear me, Diddy? I ain't been over there since then. And y'all hit the like button. And if somebody else came in, I need to speak real quick too, because I don't want them to go too. Hey, Zero Lightness. I think that's the only person I missed. Let me go up a little bit to see, okay? Because I don't like to go off and don't, because I don't have no real big crowd. So I want to make sure I speak to everybody that comes and visit this old lady. Okay, I think I got everybody. Let me go one more. Let me do one more time. Okay. All right, I got it. I think I got everybody. And if I didn't get you, speak again, so I can speak to you. And another thing, okay, so I went by Lemons last night, and I went over there with, while I was live, because I'm trying to get work on my watch hours. I don't know how many hours you need, like, to get monetized. I'll have to ask my hair that tonight, or either Room Shaker, whichever one I see first, or so ask somebody that's a content creator. But let me see. Uh, okay, I got okay, and Sister T. Okay, I went by Lemons last night, but I was late getting there. I was not there at the beginning of the show, and so this evening, I told you guys I was just going through stuff real fast, trying to see what I could see. Well, I did see that lady, Sister T, got up on his uh live last night and drug the hell out of Queen Tulsa. And so she was saying, that if she was saying like she was the bottom of the barrel, and the regular drags that we do on each other. And then she said that the reason that she didn't like Queen Tulsa is because she came up to her live lying, and she said she was portraying herself to be a natural woman, which she's not, and it went from there. Okay, and she was saying that Tulsa was like a thief, and that that she lived like a hoarder. She was saying all kind of stuff, and she drug until she got tired, and then she asked Lemon did he have any questions for her, and Lemon didn't know what the hell to say, and it kind of caught Lemon off guard, when she came up there, she and drugged Tulsa like that. But Tulsa was holding her own. She said she had a purse and a pocketbook or something like that, a purse on your arm and the pocketbook downstairs. And she kept putting her purses up in the screen. And it was a mess, okay? But so they have known each other previously. But Queen Tulsa been around here. I've always seen her, but, I think the first time like I actually talked to her one time, like the first time was at Teresa's one night. We was online a couple of years ago, and it was like my birthday because she wound up sending me $5, and I thought that was real sweet because she didn't know me from a can of paint, and she gave me $5 for my birthday, and I thought that was pretty neat, And that's how I met her. And I don't have a problem with Queen Tuss, you know. But her and Lemon Hunter, they be going back and forth. But I think they like each other. I think they just cool. But they will drag each other. And sometimes one of them might drag the other a little too tough. And Lemon won't let her come over for a couple of days. Either she don't want to come over for a couple of days. But they always seem to get back together with each other and do they banter, you know. So I think I think it actually they really do. They think each other's kind of cool. Okay, and child, I don't know if y'all stay with me until the end of my live last night, the one was with my hair on. Girl, y'all, 5 minutes before my hair went off, all hell broke loose over there. Do you hear me? It came out of nowhere. My hair don't be coming in with them eyes. And what happened was, now Sweetest had been up there for a long time. We was up there just chilling, having a good time. It was several of us on the panel. And Swedish Brown said something because I'd asked her, I said, "Girl, when you gonna go live?" And then, like my hair was saying, yeah, she don't be going live and stuff like that. And she say, "Well, I just don't go live, and because it's something that she didn't know how to do, and I don't have nobody to help me, and this and that." And what she say that damn shit for? Cooling went off like a goddamn rocket. She was telling her, "Bitch, I would help you, and you be putting your trust in the wrong motherfuckers." And and honey, I was on mute. Do you hear me? I wasn't getting in that shit. And my hair kept saying, "Y'all, don't do that now. Don't do that. Don't do that." And this and that. He was like that. And he just put some music on, put us all on mute. And he put out, I was on mute anyway. But honey, and cooling, and nigga, don't you be putting me on mute and this and that. I'm gonna drag and I want to drag and this and that. And because he'll go off on you when you come off of mute. When he Elizabeth said she was like, "Whoa." Elizabeth, Elizabeth, it happened so fast. I didn't have time to come over here and make a quick laugh. Say, "Ooh, y'all ever get over there, man?" But if I would have did that, by the time I got back, it was gonna be over. Cause my hair turned to laugh off, honey. Cooling went off like a rocket on Swedish Brown. And then Swedish was saying, "Sweet, I don't know why you're doing this and that. It's because you be trusting the wrong motherfucker and this and that. And I actually did this. And I would never do you wrong." But, she was doing all that. I was saying, damn. But hell didn't know what to do, y'all. And Mahel just finally said, "Fuck it." He just kept the music playing and cooling. She cussed until she got tired and then she left. Oh my God, Jesus. And so after everybody got down, then he let that music keep on playing. He played another song and it was over, child. And I was laughing. Ooh, I was laughing. That shit was funny. Hey, Bill. Hey, have you seen Cooling since she went off? But I forgot to tell you all that. Let me see what else I got. Oh, y'all know Diddy got arrested while I was gone. May say he ain't seen her, but Diddy got arrested. And what happened was, the feds, they made him move to New York to make that his residence because that's where the grand jury was doing their thing at, in the court. And so they came back today saying that this needs to move forward. They voted by looking at the evidence that was presented before them. They decided to move forward with the case. So that they immediately arrested him. And allegedly, what they went to the grand jury with was the stuff that they went in that house and got. You remember when all them Army and the SWAT and the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine and the wildlife rangers and the Texas Rangers and all that kind of the Game and Fish Commission. You remember everybody was over this house with tanks and big old guns and all that kind of bullshit in there. Well, honey, whatever they found in that house and they showed to the grand jury, they came back and they said, hey, y'all got to do something about that nigga. That's what they said. They said, hey, that nigga crazy. Y'all got to do something about that nigga. We got to get it. That's what they did. And I really, to me, living my best life, I don't think they needed to go in that man's house with that kind of force that they went in. It wasn't like he was that man that was a serial killer for all them years, was killing all them women. Now, somebody like that, I could see them going up in the house. But he wasn't doing that kind of stuff that I know of. Well, like I said, he had to move his residence to New York. And then I also heard that he's selling his house, the one that's in California. He has, I said California or Florida, I think it was California, that house is on the market for $65 million. Okay, that's a lot of damn money, but some people out here got it like that, okay? Because hell, he had to have it like that to get the house. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure somebody, some tycoon probably will buy it. I'm trying to see what else. Oh Lord, I got to tell y'all about this. I want to say that for last because this getting on my goddamn nerve. The STD gate, okay? This needs to be, they need to just go on and tell everybody that, they need to make an announcement, a public announcement on each person channel that have had sex with anybody that's involved in this case. Everybody that's a content creator need to go get on their channel and say, if anybody have had sex with me, y'all go get, y'all need to go to the doctor because I got that shit. And whatever that shit is, I don't know. But when they go to the doctor, tell them I got some shit and I don't know what shit I got. You know what I'm saying? Because they all might have different shit. Hell, or either they might all of them might have made mixed in together and made a whole new goddamn disease. You see what I'm saying? Because this don't make no motherfucking sense. This kind of stuff normally handled in private. I don't want nobody thinking my cuckoo nasty. I ain't never wanted nobody. My cuckoo ain't never been nasty. But I'm just saying. This ain't for public, everybody in America and other countries to know. And look, people from other countries might think all of us is trifling like that. Y'all ain't got no common sense. I'm just saying. This should not never be discussed like this. People be shamed when they catch stuff in the real world. And then they might say, girl, I heard Paulette got the claps. They might say something like that. Girl, I heard Paulette got trigger on. But hey, normally that don't come out. Unless you might be messing around with the same person somebody in your town is. But I am getting sick of this. And I put that in the chat today. I think I am the streets of somebody. Yeah. Now, one thing it is doing, I'll tell you this here, one thing it is doing over in the Mo3 beef sector, that eat them folks over there getting them, they busting them thousands in the head. Do you hear me? 1,300 and all that kind of bullshit. So if the numbers keep numbering like that, I would keep the story going. Because evidently it's keeping the crowd entertained if you're getting over 1,000 in your chat. So Keep it going. I would keep it going as long as people come. If I was a content creator over there, especially a popular content creator. And one guy, he's not a really popular content creator. He busted 1,000. So the streets are eating on this. You know, several people are making videos and busting that 1,000 wide open. And I like to see that. And they holding 1,000. They holding the people interest. And after you be over with this one so long, then you go to the other one. And they got 1,000. So that's the hot story over there. But I think with me, did I have lost interest in it? I'm just being for real. I have lost interest in that story because it don't look like everybody going to the doctor, everybody still having sex, and when will it end? When will it end? Because most of the people involved don't live in the same towns and all of that, so they probably messing around with somebody else that we'll never know of. And that shit is wicked to me. You know what I'm saying? That's wicked. And then, like I said, the women that Brandon, he's not gonna have any trouble getting another woman. The women flock to him for some reason. They want to try that bicycle out. Do you hear me? They want to see if it's a 10 speed, or 13 speed, or 20 speed. They want to see what that damn 10 speed will do. They driving one of them Tour de France back. That's the Tour de France. He one of them Tour de France bicycles. You know what I'm saying? When you had a car following behind you with your spare tire in case you got to change your tire. That's the kind of shit that is. That's one of them Tour de France bikes. I guess, honey, cause all the girls want to take their damn bicycle on the ride, honey. That ain't kind of regular bicycle that you just people be having in their yards laying down. He ain't that kind of bike. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't them kind of evidently they like to speed their bicycle ride. Cause all them women wants to ride it. I'm just saying that. And I think about them. I think about a 10-speed bike for some reason. So. And then they were asking, so mysterious asked Isha, was the ding ding good, or was the head good, or was it all great? And she was saying the head was wonderful, the ding ding wasn't that much. So she's not digmatized, because I've been digmatized before. And when you think digmatized, she's not digmatized at all. Because if she was digmatized, she wouldn't have thoughts of another man. So her husband don't have her digmatized. And Brandon don't have her digmatized. What you think about Queen Tulsa seeing the videos of her being on a whole stroll was just acting? I don't know, cause see, I have seen, throughout the years, I've seen, I've seen just about everything on here, and then it wouldn't surprise me, if she was doing stuff like that, because a lot of transsexuals have to do stuff like that because they don't get jobs as easily back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because T.S. Madison used to, be a porn star. So I could see it. You know what I'm saying? If you need some money and then you can't get no job, you know, because of who you are, you a man stuck in a woman's body, and so I could, like I said, I could see it. But what was I saying now? I shouldn't have read that damn chat. And now he's insinuating that he had sex with like Isha really good friend Lex, and I don't know which way or the other, because sometimes your friend will go with your man. Sometimes you got a whole ass friend, and that's what you are. If you a person friend, you shouldn't be doing it with that that person at all, even if it is they plaything. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go get your own toy. Why you want to be over here? Over here looking at mine, my toy. I went out there and got this toy, and that toy been running around here all this time. And now you interested in my toy? Oh no. So I hopefully it don't come out that happened, because if it happened once, baby girl, it's gonna happen again. And that's just, it is the way it is. I don't want to think about a friend doing something, something like that to me. And we supposed to be cool. You shouldn't look at my toy like that, period. Because I don't look at your toy like that. I leave your toy in the toy box, and I go out there and get my own toy. Oh, I was talking about digmatized. She's not digmatized by her husband, and she was not digmatized by Brandon. Okay, because when you digmatized, like I said, you ain't gonna think about no other man. Because I've been digmatized before, and it just is what it is. You be in a whole different world. You in bliss. You know what I'm saying? You in bliss when you digmatized. And so, and I don't think I've seen anybody on here that I can say is digmatized, because I know it when I see it. I know it, know it when I hear how you talk. And digmatized can be a wonderful thing, but it can also be a bad thing. Because most of the time, the person that you digmatize back out, a lot of women, or either a lot, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of other stuff going on, you know. But wouldn't it be nice to be digmatized and be in love at the same time? But most of the time, it don't work like that. Digmatized means that this person that I'm really physically attracted to. That whenever I see him, that I get horny. You know what I'm saying? I can't help myself when I think about him. I can't help myself. I'm feeling like this. And if girls, friends, if you ain't never been digmatized, honey, oh Lord Jesus, I feel sorry for you, because it's a wonderful thing. But like I said, most of the time, you don't be in love with them, and they don't be in love with you, but you like how they make you feel. You understand? Did I hear what he dragged on sincere panel of day? Now be a mama Fifi. Ooh, who drug her? Who drug you to camera? Mama Fifi. Ooh. um, Elizabeth say Brandon Payne probably looked like a Nestle's crunch bar. Girl, I don't want to think about it. Isha say she don't know. Sincere ZX. Yes, I have been demonetized. Sincere ZX. I'm gonna have to go see for myself on that sincere thing. What happened over there on her account? Good Lord. But Enrico, you was putting all them hundreds in there when I was talking about being digmatized. Your ass and been digmatized before. You can't help yourself. You don't think all you think about is that. You know what I'm saying? You're digmatized. And that shit hard to shake off. But like I said, I've been there, done that. Hey, LG Jamel. Ooh, child. Ooh, child, free thinker. Ooh, child. And you say his thing look like a Nestle's Crunch bar. Good Lord, my God, today. Mm. Hey, chopping it up. I can't think of. I don't want to see that. Ugh. And them things that he putting that thing in looking like the same thing, a crunchy bar. No, they look like a chunky nut, whatever kind of candy bar that is. Chunky, double chunky nuts. You feel sorry for her, but that's to be said. Yep, and she been flousing around over in the beach sector, and it's her turn. Everybody get a turn. Free thinker. One of them stuffy nuts, stuffed nuts, candy bar. extra crunchy nut, extra nut bar, extra a peanut brittle, that peanut brittle bar. Oh shit! Hey, Scott, think a peanut brittle. I don't want to be walking around with no peanut brittle pussy. A chunky nut, uh, chunky chocolate nut bar. I don't want that kind of pussy. Oh, child, let me see if I got any other nut. I mean, I'm talking about that. If I got any other nuts. I got to look and see it on my notepad if I got anything else that I forgot. I'm talking about if I got any more nuts. Oh, child, I'm so tickled. Oh, my God. Oh, and another thing, when Doug was in court, they were saying that the judge was saying, and her lawyer was saying that there was no kind of computer threats against. They couldn't see anything in the case, and so then just reading my book say, well, she threatened me in the car, but they were saying that you don't have no proof of that, so hey, I'm gonna just dismiss this shit, and deuces, and that's what they just the judge throw them deuces up, okay, and I think that's it for my commentary tonight. Um, I will be going over to Mahaya's, and then like I Am the Streets was live, Bimp was live, 357 was live. Trying to think of who else. It was several people live today. The Mo three beef sector, they did the same thing today. But like I said, on that storyline with this here, it's kind of a little too nasty for me, and I'm gonna tap out on this one because I don't know what else might come out, and I'm just going, you know, for right now, to where I'm feeling today, I'm just tapping out on that. And Elizabeth put another butter. Ooh, shit. Another butter. Ooh, shit. Yep, you had come out here too, because my daughter left and went to the Panama City, and my granddaughters, they wanted to do things, like be in the bed with me talking and all of that. And then my son, he was here, but he left to go back to Missouri. I spent time with him and his lady friend. Yeah, he had to get back to the marina. And thinking about going up there this weekend, but I don't know. Um, my granddaughters are going, but I don't know if I'm going. I think I'm gonna let them have that. My grandkids spend time with my son because they're gonna be skiing and stuff like that. And I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm gonna let them have fun. The kids have fun. Enjoy each other. They but do things that young folks do that you can't do around your mom and your grandma. You see what I'm saying? So I think that I'm gonna let them have their time together because he's supposed to be coming back in 2 weeks. So I think I will let them have. The young folks have this weekend together. It's coming weekend, but I haven't made my mind up. Like I said, as far as going or not. But I'm the way I'm looking at it now, I'm not gonna go because I can go next time. Because the season is slowing down as far as the lake go, but people still be going fishing and stuff year round up there, so they still make money, but it's not like the money they make, in the summer months. So it's like it's winding down. They doing cleanup now and putting stuff up that they're not gonna use until next spring. So, and that's quite a bit of work, you know, but it has to be done. Get stuff draining the motors in the vehicles and the boats and the party boats and all that. Uh, Putting a lot of those floaties and things like that they rent out up. So that's what they doing. That's what they're gonna be doing. Hey, AC Shakiro 4, what's up? And thank you for coming and celebrate my 2,000 subbies. And I love all of you guys. Thank you for subscribing to me. And if it's anybody in the chat that haven't subscribed or anybody in the clouds that haven't subscribed, hit that hit the subscribe button for me. Let's because we on our way to 3,000, child. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here, and hopefully tomorrow I have more content than I had tonight. But like I said, I was busy a little bit today, and I was just glancing through stuff, you know, just glancing through. So I'll see you guys next time. And ooh, child, I'm so glad James drugged that swamp donkey because I can get her anytime, and I don't feel like getting on her tied up head tonight. You see what I'm saying? You sitting up there trying to look like Clyde Dickman, showing your legs out and stuff. Sitting up there with a long sleeve shirt, a rag around your head, and some bloomers on, some drawers. You got period panties on. The ones that go all the way up to your titties. Ooh, child. Hey, Benzo, thank you. Child. I'm just, I can't understand why this fool keep them rags around her head. That is not cute. Period. Period. Ooh, child. That ST gate is kind of making me feel kind of grimy. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't want nobody there, everybody looking and touching and kissing and licking on. I don't want my lollipop. I don't like to share my lollipop. Okay. Ooh, child. These folks is eating and drinking and licking and lapping and licking and all that old nasty bullshit. And they say you are what you eat. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.